Hey guys, good to see you back on the channel. So we have the entire roadmap for Season 1 of Battlefield 6 just dropping out of nowhere. This is how DICE actually works. They drop something big out of the blue, and here I am actually making a video out of schedule because DICE decided to randomly drop something. And this is very interesting. We're going to have lots of weapons coming, 2 new maps coming exactly some like 18 days after the launch of Battlefield 6. So we're going to get 2 new maps really quick after the launch. This entire thing actually starts from October 28th, and it's going to drop vehicles, weapons, new game modes, all kind of stuff, even new attachments and, melee weapons, those kind of stuff. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and see what we have for this entire roadmap. Just keep in mind that YouTube hasn't been really friendly to my channel in the past weeks, so your likes, you dropping a comment will go a long way. So if you're someone who watches the videos on a daily basis, that's going to be a huge help from you. So let's go ahead and take a look at this entire roadmap. Everything starts from October 28th. We're going to have a new map called Blackwell Fields. It's one of the 2 maps that's going to come out with Season 1. And we're also going to have a new game mode called Strike Point. There's a new vehicle also called Traverser Mark II. And we're going to have 3 new weapons dropping just 18 days after the launch. One of them is a new carbine called the SOR300SC. This is apparently just some sort of SCAR, but it's chambered in 300 blackout for probably higher damage, lower fire rate. We have the GGH-22, this is a new sidearm, and the Mini Scout, which is a new sniper rifle. We're also going to have a new attachment, and it's called Rail Cover and LPVO. And there's even going to be more, okay? Now, before we jump into November 18 and take a look at the second wave of everything that comes out with Season 1, let's quickly take a look at everything that we're going to have for October 28th, okay? Blackwell Fields, the new map, takes place in an American air base in the California Badlands. The map supports land and air vehicles, and it's designed for all combat sizes. For Strike Point, which is a new game mode, it's going to be a small team tactical mode 4v4 where a squad fights another squad across multiple rounds to capture a key objective. There's only 1 life each round, so make it count. That is going to be some interesting one. We had something similar in 2042 as a time-limited event. I remember that, but in my opinion, that was not a good setting when it comes to a Battlefield game. However, we also have the APC Traverser Mark II, which is an armored personal land carrier with 4 seats, 1 driver, 1 roof gunner, and 2 backseat passenger side gunners, serving mostly as an infantry support vehicle. The SOR300 is a low rate of fire, subcompact carbine chambered in the higher damage 300 blackout ammunition compared to the platform's 556 version. The mini-fixed sniper rifle is a lightweight version of the Scout Elite, a bolt-action sniper rifle designed for the aggressive recon soldier. And finally, the GGH-22 sidearm is a high-capacity, high-fire rate, and low-damage pistol meant to bail out a soldier when their primary runs dry. So that's all about the first wave of content coming to Season 1 of Battlefield 6. However, we have a second wave, and it's going to drop on November 18. We're going to have another new map called Eastwood. You can see the picture for Eastwood as well. We're going to have a limited time mode called Sabotage. For new weapons, we're going to have DB12 shotgun, the M357 trait, which is a new sidearm, and we're going to have a Troy angled new attachment. We're also going to have a new feature called Battle Pickups. Now you might ask, what are Battle Pickups? Well, Battle Pickups return to Battlefield. Unlike weapons that appear in the loadout, Battle Pickups are high-tech, powerful weaponry that are limited in ammo and availability throughout a given map. So you guys probably remember Battlefield 4 or even Battlefield 3. These battle pickups were, spread around the map, like the M82, the anti-material Barrett sniper rifle. You guys probably remember that from Battlefield 4, let's say. You could just pick that up on the ground. It had limited ammo. You could use that and then throw it away, and it would respawn again later in the round. So this is going to be something exactly similar. However, about the new map Eastwood, it's going to take place in the west coast of the United States in a sleepy, affluent suburb connected to a golf course. The map supports land vehicles and helicopters for all combat sizes. Sabotage, however, is a new game mode designed for 8 versus 8 combat. Destroy as many sites as possible before the round time finishes. Use your creativity and your arsenal to do so. Each team has 1 round each, to go on offense and defense. The team who successfully detonates the most sites wins. So that's about that new time-limited game mode. About the DB12, it's going to be a dual-barrel pump-action shotgun that feeds from 2 different tubes. One trigger pull fires a shell or slug from one barrel. A second trigger pull fires the other. Then the pump-action rechambers both barrels, which is an interesting design in my opinion when it comes to a shotgun, and it actually exists in real world as well. And finally, the M357 trait is a 8-round revolver that features high damage with a low fire rate, strong up close with a considerable damage drop-off compared to its 44 Magnum comrade. And finally, the third wave of new content coming to Season 1 starts from December 9th. We're going to have Ice Lock Empire State. It's going to be a limited time event map, and it's going to just give some snowy theme to the Empire State map, and probably the entire theme of Empire State for a limited time is going to be snowy, okay? Which makes sense, in my opinion. We're also going to get a time-limited event called Ice Lock and a new melee weapon called Ice Climbing Axe. So realistically, we only have 2 waves of content, and the third wave is just some sort of event with a melee weapon, right? Which, in my opinion, nobody really cares about a melee weapon after all. However, about the Empire State map, it's going to get a new limited time visual update where temperatures have dropped well below freezing. Gear up, stay warm, and take complete control of the borough. New limited time events centered around a mechanic called Freeze, which is a gameplay modifier that is only active in specific experiences. And finally, the Ice Climbing Axe is a new melee weapon designed to make an enemy's blood run cold or pick through more delicate environmental pieces. Expect this new melee tool to complement this category typically reserved for knives and the sledgehammer. So this is going to be the entire roadmap for Battlefield 6 Season 1. For a review, we're going to have 2 new maps, 1 new vehicle, 2 new game modes, 1 time-limited event, 5 new weapons. We're going to have 2 new attachments, 1 new melee weapon, and we're going to have a new feature called Battle Pickups, where you guys probably remember from Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 and other Battlefield games as well. Keep in mind that everything that comes with Season 1 of Battlefield 6 is going to be free. You will probably be able to unlock all these through some sort of missions. Probably, maybe Battle Pass, not really sure. Maybe they're going to give assignments for every single weapon so you can unlock them, but they're going to be free. They're going to be no early access, nothing. They're going to be all free. You're going to be able to unlock them as soon as they go live. So no worries about that. And let's talk about the NVIDIA Game Ready Driver for Battlefield 6. NVIDIA just released a new GeForce Game Ready Driver, version 581.42, to get your system ready for Battlefield 6's release on October 10th. The game will support NVIDIA DLSS 4 multi-frame generation, super resolution, DLAA, and reflex from day one. However, if you're running an NVIDIA graphics card, you probably know about the recent driver issues that they have. They literally just break everything. So I'm not really sure about installing this. My suggestion is that if you're running everything okay on Battlefield 6, you literally just don't need to risk it, okay? And even if you're doing that, just keep in mind to have some version of an older driver on your PC. So if that goes wrong, if this new driver is also corrupted somehow, you can just flash it and go back to the previous version, just in case. So that's all about today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed and hope this video was helpful, somewhat informative. Just a quick news roundup about Season 1 of Battlefield 6. In my opinion, this looks promising because on top of everything that we have, because weapon diversity is actually decent this time, on top of that, only 18 days later, after the release of the game, we're going to get 5 new weapons, 2 new maps, and some more game modes. So, in my opinion, that's going to be lit, and we're going to have to wait and see how things will go, how they balance those weapons. I just hope they don't introduce some sort of unbalanced and super overpowered weapon this time, and they keep things balanced. So the game actually stays healthy when it comes to weapon balance, vehicle balance, and those kind of stuff. And about the new maps, actually, it's going to be really interesting to first play on those maps. And rest assured, I'm going to make videos on those maps. Those map guides are going to be coming out as soon as I get my hands on Battlefield 6. So thank you all guys for watching. Do make sure to stay tuned to the channel because a lot more is coming when it comes to Battlefield 6. And you can be sure about that. Until next time, guys, stay cool.